Good morning. Hi, how are ya? This looks different. It's because I am in a rental car. I woke up and my car was having a problem starting, and I took it into the dealership, and turns out I am in a rental car because my car has about $2,000 worth of damage. Yep, not stoked. Yeah, so all morning I have been dealing with that. I had to take it to Mercedes, and then I took it to a private dealership, and then they had to look at it, diagnose what it was, figure it out, see if they have the parts. Oh, guess what? It's Memorial Day weekend, so everyone's closing at 2 o'clock. So I had to rush back and sign the thing saying, yes, you can go ahead to fix my car because it doesn't actually run anymore. Yeah, that's great. And so yeah, now I am in a loaner car in Huntington because I took it back to the people who fixed it last time because they do a great job. But, I mean, yeah, they do a great job. That sounded weird. They do a great job. I took it back to them last time because I got hit and they fixed it for the other people. I didn't have to pay, but somebody else hit me. They fixed it. They did a great job. Now that I have a real problem, I'm going back to them because they do a great job. That sounded weird, just clearing things up. But yeah, so now on my way home in this. Not a bad car, but it's so old. There's no phone connection. There's no phone charger. There is pretty much air conditioning and a sunroof. But if you open the sunroof, you get mixed wind because the window doesn't shut all the way. So I really hope it doesn't rain. Good thing we're in like a serious heat moment. But yeah, that's my morning. Ooh, don't know if this is my angle, but I am just getting on the freeway, and I don't know if you can hear the car, but I'm not even going 60 miles per hour, and it's struggling, and the cars behind me are like this close to me. So yeah, that's what's happening, and there's like some weird ringing. I don't know, but I'm getting on the freeway, so here's to hoping it works out. But I thought while I was in the car and obviously not doing anything else, I would talk a little bit about the job I just did, and it was so incredible. I cannot say anything about it, but it was 2 days in LA, and it went amazing. Oh, just saw a cop. Not that I'm even going at all fast enough to get pulled over. Might be going slower to get pulled over, but it was 2 days in LA, in Malibu. It was incredible. It is hopefully going to be a really cool job to put in my book. If you don't know, models have books. All our pictures go in our book. But yeah, it was really, really fun. I loved the people that I got to work with. It was the first time working since COVID. We had to wear masks, and then we also had to wear a face shield, so that when they did our hair and makeup, our mask wouldn't get in the way, but we still had protection. Basically, every single person stayed covered the entire time. I think only one time did the photographer not cover, and it was because we were outside, there was a fan, and there was like 20 people on set, that between like the models, the hair and makeup, and the celebrity, and he like couldn't get our attention, so he pulled down his mask, like, hey, and then like put it back up. So it's not even really anything, but yeah, it was super fun. I got to see some of the pictures from behind the scenes, and they look amazing. There's like 2 of the scenes that if they use, I would just be like, whoa, that's amazing, what a cool opportunity. So that would be really epic. But yeah, it was just really interesting being on set during, I was gonna say post-corona, and we're not even close to that, like during the coronavirus. And during a pandemic. Like, that is such a weird thought that I was at work. But yeah, I was really thankful that we got tested. I came back negative. Everyone on set had to be negative for both days to be a part of it. We got our temperature taken, and it was just a really good group of people. Yeah, and we all had to wear masks. It was just fun, and I missed being on set. I missed the amount of time getting to be with people, getting to talk about career and options and photographers and agencies and just all different things that I absolutely love. So that was really, really amazing. And then we came home. The last couple days I've kind of just been relaxing. Yeah, it was just really awesome. That was an experience, to say the least. But I made it home, the key, and I just realized you can't lock the door from the outside. So you can't use the key to lock the door. You have to lock the door from the inside and then shut all the doors. So yeah, that took me way too long to realize. And yeah, now I just need to get inside. Good morning, we are back in the car. I don't think this is like honestly my best angle, but we are back in the car and I am heading to UPS. I have to make a drop off. I'm gonna sneeze because this car smells like smoke. But yeah, I am just heading to UPS. I'm gonna drop these packages off, and then I will do a little more of an update. I'm back. Good morning. Hi. Hello. How are you? I went to UPS, and if you can hear me, great. If you can't, I don't know, because I had to shut the sunroof, because I think I told you earlier, it doesn't fully shut, so the air comes through, and it like whistles really loud. And now both of the windows, I have them shut, but they're really whistling today. So I mean, we're just gonna work with that. That's what we're doing. Also, I'm going 70 on the toll road in this car, and it is like, you know how there's like the right side and the left side? The left side says that it's at 5, and that's like, it's 5. It's really having to, like, I don't know if you just felt like could see it, it just kicked up to 5. It's like the little engine that could over here. So I am so excited to say that I am on my way back to get my car. Weirdly enough, I don't mind this car. There are a few things, like I would need it to be able to tell me what time it is, because the little thing that does tell me the time, he told me it died and they don't want to pay for it to get redone. So I mean, it has it, but he says it goes out like every 2 months, so they just stopped fixing it. So if I did own this car as just like a fun beach cruiser car, that would have to be, like, I would need something to tell the time. But I like actually don't mind it. And my whole thing is I love vintage, and recently I've been loving vintage cars a lot. And there is a Mercedes that I really love. It's the Mercedes SL 250. I think it is one of the most beautiful cars ever made. And I'm throwing it out to the universe. One day I will own that car. But I now know it takes a lot of work to take care of a vintage car, and just, I mean, wow. There's some luxuries that are in cars nowadays that just do not come in older cars, and that is okay if that's what you like. So I just have to know that that's the reality of going into getting an older car. But this one's kind of been fun. It's kind of just been like, I wouldn't say like I've been beating it up, but I've just been like driving it and like enjoying. And the seats are different, just everything about it is different than my car. So it's kind of been cool, but I am so beyond ready to pick up my car. I can't even imagine. But yeah, so I'm on the way to do that. I think I've made a decision, and I don't know if you're gonna like it. If some people love it, some people hate it. it is what it is. I have been growing out my hair. I mean, not really, but like, it's just been growing out since I got it cut, and I got it cut really short, and I loved it. And actually, I got it cut right after I did a photo shoot for a magazine, and the photographer was like, when you cut it again, I want to do a shoot. And so I am scheduling a shoot for the end of this month, potentially early next month, just because of how COVID is and wanting to stay safe, and yeah, just like everything. But I was talking to a friend who is another photographer who we've never shot with before, and he was saying how he thought it would be cool if we shot together, but he does shoot really high fashion models and really androgynous and really beautiful men, and just like everyone has a really striking look. And he asked me if I've ever buzzed my head, and I said no. And I really, really have been thinking about doing it, but at the same time, maybe not exactly a buzz, but doing it the same length that I did last time, or maybe just a bit shorter. But we talked about bleaching it. And I know bleaching is usually people who are having like a life crisis, a malfunction of some sort, or like, yeah, there's so many things that people say bleaching is. I don't believe any of them. I think you can bleach your hair and just bleach your hair and look like a badass. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm super tan right now. I don't think you can tell. I mean, you can kind of tell. But I've been going to the beach. I'm tan. I always said like I needed to be really tan. My eyebrows needed to be fuller. I know they're weird like classifications to go bleach your hair, but just from what I've seen, that's something that I've noticed looks better. So I feel like I'm gonna schedule an appointment to go get my hair bleached, which is really exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. One, because I want it to look good. Two, because the photographer that I'm friends with wants to do a shoot with me. And three, because I already planned a shoot with the photographer that we already shot in a magazine, and he wants to send the images to another magazine. So yeah, if the hair doesn't look great, that'll not be good. But I think it could look pretty awesome. Like, I'm almost 100% that it could look really, really sick. So I'm mulling it over. I'm thinking about it. I really want to do it, like really bad. But yeah, so that is what's been on my mind, and I think I'm gonna do it. Also, if you haven't watched any of my TikToks, I'm having a blast. They're super fun, so go check those out. And now I'm gonna drive, go get my car, and then I will see you when I'm back at my baby. We are back. I am in my car, and I couldn't be happier. It is driving so beautifully. If you need to get your car done and you live in Orange County, go to HB Auto and AC. HB Auto and AC. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, HB Auto and AC. They are incredible. It's so weird looking at myself like in this perspective, not looking down in the other car. But I just picked up my car, and then I went and got bowls. They are like noodle, tofu, veggie rice bowls. They are freaking incredible. It's this place called Wealthy, I think. It's in, I don't know where. I think I'm in Agora Hills now. I went all the way to Huntington to Laguna Niguel to Agora Hills, now back to Laguna. But I was so hungry, so I picked it up for fam, and we're gonna have that and just watch some TV and chill tonight. I do want to work out, but I'm a little bit exhausted. But yeah, I am so happy to be back in my car. And if the lighting is kind of weird, just know it's dark outside, and like not because of the time frame, just because of ash and everything. Like the sky is literally brown. It is such bad air quality right now, and on top of it, it's humid and it's 85 degrees. So I'm sweating, I look rough, and it's honestly like really actually hard to breathe, like let alone COVID and being scared of being by people and 6 feet and wearing a mask and everything like that, which you absolutely should be doing. There's no question. If you're a good human being and you have any moral compass or care for anyone at all, wear a mask. If you don't, I immediately think you don't give a shit about people. So there's that on that. But now wear a mask even more if you're outside, because there is so much ash in the air from the fires, and it's just like not good air quality. So now it's even more of a reason to stay inside, because it's super hot out and humid, and now not breathe. If you have like asthma or anything like that, stay in because it's rough. I have really bad sinus like problems, and my sinus pressure, like right here, it feels like an ice pick is being like pressed in right there. It's one of the weirdest feelings. I don't know how to really describe it besides that. And people are always like, that sounds horrific. And I'm like, that's how it feels. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. But I'm so excited that I have those bowls. And then also, this is completely a different subject, but I don't know if I've ever said this. I'm obsessed with the sauna. Like, well, I probably have because I talked about the gym and stuff, but I love going to the gym and going to the sauna. And that is one of the biggest things I've missed since the pandemic is I used to go sit in the sauna. Even if I didn't work out, I would go sit in the sauna because it regulates your blood flow. It helps with inflammation. It's just so good for you. So I have been really, really missing that. And I actually just got an email that the infrared saunas opened up in my area. To say I'm excited is an understatement. I have never, like I just said, it's hot and gloomy and disgusting outside. I'm literally gonna go put myself willingly in a box that heats myself up, but I am so stoked, like beyond belief, so stoked. I am going to schedule a day because they're doing it basically like they have 3 or 4 infrared saunas, and then some places are just an infrared sauna and like spa, which are still, I think, closed the spa. Anything that has to do with like water, or like multiple people using the same thing. But I am gonna schedule an appointment, and I hope for this week to be able to go to the infrared sauna, and I'm gonna do 45 minutes and just sweat it out. I am so excited. You have no idea. Also, I did get burned when I went to the beach. I rarely ever burn, but I think that's because I go to the beach all the time and I'm always out in the sun. I love going for like walks without my shirt on and just like hanging out at the beach. Well, it's been 6 months and I went to the beach for the first time and I burned like that. I got a great tan. I do feel like my tan's looking good. Whoa, I need lotion. Sorry, my brain is a tangent right now. This is welcome to my life. But I really, really, really needed to go to the beach just to get some sun before a job, and I did, and then I got really burnt. So sauna is gonna be great too because it helps with burns. It helps with like, if anything is like wrong with your skin or anything, or if you feel like anything, the sweating and your natural oils helps so much. So I'm so excited because I'm gonna go do that. So that is my plan. But right now I am just going to get home, eat, and I don't want to work out. I might get home and work out, but I haven't eaten lunch yet, and it's like 5 o'clock, or it's almost 6 o'clock. So yeah, I probably will eat first and see if the workout happens. It will happen, but I'll do it later tonight. But yeah, I am so excited to eat. This place is amazing. And if you're in, I think we're in Agora Hills. I honestly don't know where we are. There's a few around there. Wealthy. Look it up. It's great.